Josh Doig has joined Hellas Verona from Hibernian for an upfront fee of 3 million, but also with add-ons and a potential sell-on fee. Now guys, I know what you're thinking. This is supposed to be a Hearts fan, son of Scotland. Why are you commenting on Josh Doig? Why are you making a fid on Josh Doig? Well, it's kind of in the name, son of Scotland. I love Scottish football, and it's not just my own team that I focus on. I like to keep an update on all the teams in the league, which I think's fair enough. So, obviously, Hibs are one of the bigger teams, and Josh Doig is one of the bigger prospects. So, the fact that he's leaving Scotland, just like Lewis Ferguson left Scotland the other day, to me, that's a pretty big deal. But the Josh Doig transfer kind of interests me a lot, because I want to compare his transfer to Aaron Hickey's transfer, because I think Hibs have got a good deal here, whereas when I look back at what the deal that Hearts got, I do think we got shafted. I do think that we pretty much got robbed on the sale of Aaron Hickey. But before we talk about that, I was looking through the Hellas Verona Twitter feed, and there were some real funny comments for the Italians. Some of them are saying they'll take care of him, or we'll make sure this young Scottish talent, turns into a good player. Then there was other ones going, some guy commented, he looks like he would bully me in second year. So obviously making fun of the fact that Josh Doig looks like a fucking high school kid. And to be fair, he does look a bit like a high school kid. But I mean, overall, I like Josh Doig, right? I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to take anything away from him. He's a good player. He's got a promising future ahead of him. But honestly, I thought last season he was a bit underwhelming. I think, if anything, I think he lost a bit of the hype last season compared to the previous season when he first burst onto the scene. I don't think last season he was that great, if I'm being honest. And while I think Hibs maybe could have got a bit more, I think 3 million for a player like Doig, who, if we're being honest, he is a bit unproven. I think if you compare him to Lewis Ferguson, who Aberdeen got less than 3 million. Now, I get Doig is a few years younger than Ferguson, so you could argue that, he's worth more because he's younger or whatever. He's got more years ahead of him. But, I mean, I think Ferguson should have went for more than Doig. I do believe that. And then I looked at the deal that Hearts were getting for Aaron Hickey, and it's crazy because after selling fees, Hearts didn't even get 2 million for Aaron Hickey. All in, Hearts didn't get 2 million. Hibs have got 3 million up front, plus there is additional fees based on appearances and stuff for Josh Doig, and then there is a sell-on fee. So if Josh Doig does turn out to have a good career, if he turns out to be as good as Aaron Hickey, then with the sell-on fee and with the additional fees, I mean, Hibernian, but in a couple of years' time, if Josh Doig moves on, Hibernian could be looking at well over £5 million here for Josh Doig, whereas Hearts, all in, didn't even get 2 million for Aaron Hickey. And I know you could say we were in a difficult situation, Hearts were going down, we had to sell. But honestly, I think even if we weren't going down, I still think Aaron Hickey was that good that season. I think he would have left anyway. Even if Hearts stayed in the league, if Hearts didn't get relegated, I genuinely believe Aaron Hickey would have been on the move anyway. So I don't think it really matters. Looking back at it, I think we need to improve in scenarios like that. I do think that the fee that we got for Aaron Hickey certainly wasn't enough, especially when you compare it to what Hibs got for Doig. And that's not me taking a dig at Hibs. That's not me taking a dig at Doig. If anything, I'm actually kind of praising the Hibs for being able to get such a big fee, but at least a bigger fee than what Hearts got. For me, Aaron Hickey was a better player than Josh Doig when he left the Scottish Premiership, and I don't think in 2 years' time, I don't think Josh Doig is going to be on the level of Aaron Hickey. I could be wrong, I could be right. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, overall, Hibernian get 3 million up front, and it's going to probably be about 5 million after you add the additional fees, and after you have to assume Josh Doig is going to use Hellas Verona as a stepping stone, and he'll probably be at a much bigger club in 2-3 years' time. Who knows? Inflation. I mean, prices might even skyrocket in 3 years' time. I mean, maybe Josh Doig could be worth 30, 35 million, 40 million. We don't know. The price in football, the amount of money in football is going crazy. So who's to say what price Josh Doig could be in, let's say, 3 or 4 years? But anyway, guys, that's it. Doig has left Hibernian. Hibernian are actually busy at the moment. I'm pretty sure they brought in a Croatian left back to replace Doig, so be interesting to see how he gets on. But yeah, Josh Doig has left. I feel a bit sad. I mean, a lot of good Scottish players are leaving the cinched Premiership this season, and it's a little bit annoying. But, you know, I'm sure all the clubs will produce the next crop of, you know, young Scottish talents, and we'll see who bursts onto the scene this year, guys. But anyway, that's it. Doig completes his move to Hellas Verona's 3 million plus additional fees and sell-on. Good for Hibs. Good for Hellas Verona's too, and it's good for the career of Josh Doig. I think everybody wins in this transfer. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think down below in the comments. I'll catch you next time. Until then, peace.